Hi yogis, I hope you're well. I've got a nice short practice for you today to get the blood pumping around your body, get all that energy, all that stagnant energy shifted. So when you're ready, take a nice step to the top edge of your mat and find your best mountain pose. So take a little bit of room between the feet, lift the kneecaps up, draw the tummy in, pelvic floor up, chest slightly lifted, chin slightly lifted, crown of the head nice and long, shoulders roll back and down, tailbone tucks, and then you'll feel the heels just sink into the mat. So notice the whole of the foot pressing into the mat, no clenching through the toes. Notice that this in actual fact feels quite a strong shape already. And let the palms be nice and soft. Close your eyes. And start to tune into your breath today. Noticing how it's feeling, where the breath is it high up in the chest or deep in the belly already, perhaps somewhere in between, perhaps the breath is quite rapid. Don't try and change anything, just notice. And then from here, big inhale, big reach up, volcano pose. Take a little bit of room between the shoulders, so don't pin the arms right up towards the ears, but let their elbows be nice and soft. Stretch through the fingertips, perhaps you create a little bit of movement through the fingers, stretching and clenching, making fists, and then taking the palms open nice and wide. And then settle into this shape. Start to notice how the arms feel. And then stretch a little bit more. Perhaps you walk the arms up one by one, starting to stretch through the side body. Shifting the shoulders up one by one. And then use your right hand, clasp that left wrist. Take a nice soft side bend over to your right. Breathe deep into the left side body. Lift the heart a little bit. Lovely big inhale, back to top. Left hand clasp right wrist, side bend. Open the chest a little bit here. Beautiful, back to centre, reach those fingers up a little bit more. And then hands to the heart, namaste, shoulders drop down and away. From here, you're going to step the right foot back, but we're going to come onto the top of that right foot. So press the top of that right foot, it might just be the toes or the knuckles of the toes. So I just want you to open out into the front of the foot here. So you'll feel that stretching the top of the foot, maybe into the top of the ankle here. And breathe. Soften the knees so you're not locked out. I really feel that when I do this. So just take a moment. And if this isn't for you, make an adjustment. Perhaps you need to step back a little bit more. Perhaps it's too much, so you need to come in a little bit more. Just find a position where you're not getting to that point of ouch. You're getting to that point of a nice opening. Drawing the belly in here, tailbone down. Remember all of those things. Lovely, one more breath. And then step that right foot in. Take the left foot back. Onto the top of that foot here. Soften the knees. Hips are nice and square and facing forwards. Meet your appropriate edge, and if you need to make adjustments in the legs, you know what to do. Just give your body time to recognise this shape. See if you can press every toe into the floor here, so not just pressing into the big toe. Take time to press into the little toe as well, and all the toes in between. Lovely, one more breath, and then step it up. Beautiful, big inhale, big reach up. And then exhale, float it down your journey. Lovely, take any movement that you need here. Perhaps just stretching and bending. And then inhale, half lift, hands onto the thighs, elbows squeeze into the side body, shoulders away from the ears, crown nice and long, deep breath in. Exhale, fold all the way down, take it nice and slow. Lovely, tuck the chin a little bit more, generously bend the knees and slowly press through the feet. Roll it all the way up, take your time. When you're there, loop the shoulders. And do it again, up, back and down. Sink it with the breath. And then reverse that shape. Lovely, two more. Lovely, let the shoulders relax. And then take any movement that you want here through the neck, perhaps. In actual fact, everyone drop right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. Take a gentle look up, open through the throat, see if you can drop the shoulders down a little bit more, and then chin to chest. Lovely, from here, stack your head above your heart once more. Hands come to Namaste. We're going to make our way to Warrior Two, but we're going to make our way there from standing. So when you're ready, take a nice long step back with your left foot. Toes are going to open up towards the top left corner, and then take a moment here to settle into the legs. So making sure that front knee stays bent in line with that front ankle. You're pressing through the back edge of that back foot. And the hips are going where they naturally want to go here. So we're not trying to force them one way or the other. Lengthen down the tailbone, draw the pelvic floor up, belly in, and then let's open through the arms. Warrior Two. Big stretch through the fingers here. Crown of the head is nice and long, so the shoulders aren't coming up towards the ears. We're finding space, perhaps even lifting through the heart. Sink the pelvis down a little bit more. Really feel the power through that front thigh here, and then feel the power through the back edge of that left foot. And then we're going to take it to Peaceful Warrior. So big inhale as you reach forward. Exhale, right hand scoops up and over. This time left hand is going to curl towards and behind the back here. A nice big opening through the obliques here, so through that side body. Chest spirals up towards the sky. The neck is relaxed, but we're not dumping the weight down, but we're not clenching it up either. Lovely, one more deep breath into the side body. And then exhale, Warrior Two. From here, we're going to make our way to Trikonasana, triangle pose. So we're going to straighten that front leg without locking out, remember. Bump that left hip back and then take a nice turn. Now, you might just make it here. This might be enough for you. Or you might be able to continue the journey. So those right fingertips just kiss the earth. And then lengthen through the back. Keep pulling and opening through that left hip. But then feeling that right femur really sink into that hip socket. The neck is nice and long. Glance can be down or forward, your choice. Breathe. From here, we're going to come to a lunge. So pivot on that back foot, sweep that left arm all the way down. A nice lunge, open through the chest, squeeze the hips in together, press into the feet, relaxing through that back heel. Take one big stretch here. Where can you find the stretch? From the heel right to the crown maybe. Deep breath in, become nice and buoyant on the legs, and then step it up, forward fold. So take time to get nice and comfortable once more. When you are, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful, bend the knees, tuck the chin, press through the feet, slowly, roll all the way up. Take your time. Shoulders loop up to the ears and then they roll back and down. We'll do that once more. Shoulders all the way up to the ears and then roll them back and down. Lovely, reverse it. Twice this time. Lovely, left ear to left shoulder. Just let the shoulders be heavy here, so the elbows are in actual fact drawing the shoulders down. Lovely, right ear to right shoulder. A gentle look up, opening through the throat. Beautiful, chin to chest. Let the shoulders drop down a little bit more. And then realign. Hands to the heart. Lovely, I'm going to turn on my mat. So back into warrior two from standing. This time, right foot steps back, toes open towards the right top corner. Take a moment to get yourself into this position here. So you want a little bit of space in between the feet, widthwise. You want that front knee and front ankle in perfect alignment. Pressing into that left foot and pressing into the outside of the right foot. So make any adjustments that you need, and we're not forcing the hips to go anywhere, we're just letting the hips go where they want to go. And then from there, open up through the arms. And when you've opened up through the arms, you might be able to sink the pelvis down a little bit. Remember, lifting through the front body, but lengthening through the tailbone. Chest is lifted, shoulders are away from the ears. Starting to feel the power through that front leg. Lovely, peaceful warrior. Big reach forward. And then exhale, left hand comes up and over. Right hand is going to wrap behind the back, palm facing out. Open the chest towards the sky. Take your glance up. Now the legs shouldn't have moved. So breathe. And then exhale, warrior two. Keep the legs where they are. Just use the arms. Big stretch. Shoulders away from the ears. And then taking it to triangle or trikonasana. Straighten that front leg. Bump the right hip back. Take a tip. Take it to wherever you want to take it. So it might be here. It might be a little bit further. Perhaps you need to keep that front knee bent because you're super tight in the hamstrings. So make adjustments that you need to make. But make sure that there's no pulling or forcing. If you're at home, you might want to bring a block or a book that you can just rest your hand on. Fingertips kiss the earth. We're peeling that right hip crease back, but we're lifting that left femur into the left hip socket. Beautiful, deep, deep breath in. As you exhale, make your way back through to lunge, so pivot on that back foot, take it slowly. Take your time to open up through the chest, heel dropping back, Light on the fingertips, you can drop that back knee if you need to. Shoulders away from the ears, stretch through the crown. And then nice and buoyant on the legs, step it forward, forward fold. Beautiful, plant your palms. We're going to step it straight back to down dog. So step one foot, then the other foot all the way back. Pedal it out here. Take your time, let the head be nice and heavy. And then continue that pedal, small steps all the way up to the top edge of your mat where you land in forward fold. Do what you need to do with your legs, whether you need to bend the knees, or perhaps you feel like you can straighten them a little bit more. Perhaps you ease yourself gently in and out. Letting the head hang. Perhaps taking your hands to the backs of your ankles or to the backs of your knees, wrapping around. Inhale, half lift wherever you are. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, gently roll all the way up. Mountain pose. Lovely, big inhale, big reach up. Perhaps this time you look up to the ceiling, stretch side to side, take whatever shape you need. Perhaps you get the legs involved. Breath is definitely involved here. Perhaps a little baby back bend. And then exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes. Let the breath be in and out through the nose. How does the breath feel now? Can you remember the feeling of the breath right at the beginning of your practice? Are there any subtle differences? How does the body feel now? Can you actually take note of the energy travelling through the body? Where do you feel that energy the most? And then lastly, how do you feel emotionally, mentally? Has that energy travelled around your body so much that maybe it's changed how you were going to deal with the rest of your day? And if you don't notice any changes whatsoever, then that doesn't matter. Well done for staying with today's short practice. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin towards your chest. Om Shanti.